with two wonderful individuals here, Annelie and Tobias, who are involved in the organization of this year's Aero South Africa Expo, and they're going to be telling us a little bit about the event. Annelie and Tobias, how are you?
We've got an aeroplane in the background, so Captain Dube here told us to speak rather loudly, so it's quite apt, thanks. So I'm doing pretty well. It's Saturday, it's the third day of Aero South Africa. And next to me is I just called him my big brother because he is my big brother, and Tobias Bretzel from actually Phenamic, Friedrichshafen.
Yes, Aero Friedrichshafen.
Aero Friedrichshafen.
Yes.
That's German.
That's German.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know when the tongue begins to roll, it must be German.
Exactly.
Alright, no, thanks for coming through and talking to us on the channel. Tell us a little bit more about this event.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Toby to tell the short history on his side, and then I'll come in on South Africa.
That's great. Yeah, so Aero Friedrichshafen is the biggest and largest general aviation event in Europe, and it's been in the market for roughly around 40 years, so it's a pretty mature, well-known show. And GA, what we define as general aviation, it starts with things like drones, gliders, ultralights, all that, helicopters, and of course also the business jets, and that's all represented at our event, and that's the intention also for the South African edition,
which is one of the reasons why I'm calling you my big brother. Because we're following the lead. But we look at the African and the South African market and the need, and we adjust.
Wonderful.
So you'll see a little bit of everything at this edition. It's I think the categories have grown since 2019, but the event is a little bit more like combined. It's more clustered.
It's what we've seen here over the last 3 days is a really good, really strong restart edition after the pandemic. I think what was the case in our event in April is the same here. Everyone is keen in getting back face to face, talking about the aircraft, talking about the product. So I think it's really important to have this here in general, but especially this year.
No, especially, and also just thinking about how long we've not seen each other.
That's right.
How long ago I've seen some of the other, and even the local guys, not only internationals. I've met people that I've been on Zoom meetings and Zoom sessions with.
And now we're socializing for the first time in a long time. Okay. No, I think he's been handling the big brother role very, very well. I can see that.
He's keeping me in my place.
So I mean, organizing an event of this magnitude must take a lot from the individual involved. What's your experience with it?
It's not a one-person effort. I'm always saying we can't do this without our teams.
Yes.
And there is an I in team, but I don't believe in that. It's in the A. Right. So no, the team is extremely important. I think that's the most important aspect, is to keep them motivated, to drive them, to guide them, and then to in the end pull it all together at the event. So it's long hours. It's not an easy task, and it's also just to interact with the industry and with the exhibitors, and then also very importantly the visitors.
And I think, just to add, I think it's really important for us. We are, face-to-face people. We are in the face-to-face business, and we've seen a lot of uncertainty in the last couple of years due to COVID, due to the pandemic. Adjusted a lot, had to be more flexible than ever, and often, unfortunately, as we had to cancel previous shows, 2020, 2021 didn't happen. So this is here really just satisfying and so motivating to see finally all the plannings come to an end, to see everything is happening.
Wonderful.
3 events in one.
That's it.
All right. I see there's so many stalls here. We're standing in as a pilot in show and coming over here. How does one get involved?
So you can go to the Aero South Africa website, but I think it's most important to just get involved in the industry, speak to each other, pick up the phone, call, and then we'll also come to your company and speak to you. But the most important part is you pick up the phone, give us a call, and
Yeah,
see
information is on the website. Whoever is interested can check you out there.
AeroSouthAfrica.com.
Wonderful. I've seen some of the posts on Facebook. That's how I got to know about this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said I must come through as well. Okay, that is so wonderful. My interest is always on the young person, which is what this channel is about. How do we expose young people to the industry for them to understand that for you to be involved in aviation, you don't have to be a pilot like me. You can do anything else within the industry.
No, exactly.
You know, what is there for young people?
So for us, it's extremely important with City of Tshwane being the host city and Wonderboom Airport, the venue, and Tshwane Economic Development Agency, that we develop the youth and let people know that it's not just only, like you said, that aviation in general, aviation is more than just pilot and air hostesses. There's so many different careers that you can look into. So we've got we partnered with Aeronautical Aviation this year with City of Tshwane to do an apprenticeship program. I don't know if you've seen it on the workshop stage. So we had the aeronautical team speaking about like how to get more involved with your hands on like a technical aspect, and they told me they basically break aircraft units and they have the students put them back together, and then how they test the plane that the student fixed, they put the student in the plane to fly it with them. It's a first-hand experience, and the students actually super involved in fixing what they need to fix. And then we've also got women in aviation, because everybody thinks this is a male-dominated industry. It's very important for us to put the spotlight on women. So I personally want to grow that program into a bigger program next year for the 2023 edition, just to get more women involved. And not just as an air hostess, as a pilot, as a drone pilot, as like a mechanic, because I mean.
I think it's overall it's a global challenge. I think the aviation industry faces, the general aviation industry, commercial, military, everyone. And our, I would say, brand and our events, both here in South Africa but also in Germany, in Europe, has the same kind of target or aim, that we bring young people from a very young age, get adapted to the aviation industry, and really at the different age levels get into aviation, no matter if you're here or in Europe, or if you're a woman or a guy whatsoever. It doesn't matter, as long as they gets the feeling how exciting this industry.
Coming to the stats of this year's installment of the Aero Expo. What is it looking like? Roughly how many companies were here?
We did a quick tally on Wednesday night to just have a look at the numbers, and we were sitting on just over 70 companies with, if I remember correctly, about 11 international companies in attendance. So, and it's from America, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands.
UK.
So there's, the UK. No. France. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Avec plaisir,
I saw Airbus over there. I'm like, okay, France is represented.
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful. What message do you have for my viewers? My viewers are young people who wish to enter aviation. What message?
There's a parachute.
They
should come and jump into the sky with us. Sorry. Actually, there's more. There's 3 of them. Look at that.
And they just been dropped off. What's the message?
So I would say, so the exciting news is that we've signed this the agreement with City of Tshwane for 3 years. So we can start planning today. We have actually started planning on Thursday already for the 2023 event. So I would say the main aim and the main message is come to Aero South Africa, come and get closer on a grassroots level to general aviation, come and see the planes and experience, it's all about the experience. Events is not static anymore. it's like, and I think we've had enough of static over the last 2-3 years.
And only meeting digitally.
No, geez, like, please not.
And I think the main message.
Meeting visitors, not like we need to meet the visitors, not like speak to them on Zoom.
Yeah. And I think the main message also for next year is that the event will grow from here. That's the restart after 3 years in a row without having the show. It's gonna grow, it's gonna offer more for everyone, and of course also for the younger generation to enter the industry. Yeah. And your point that you made is very good. Yeah. Also the universities, the research institutions play a crucial role in that as well.
We've got the CSIR here this year.
Yes, and I saw their stand.
Yes. So for them, it's also important to be here with research and finding companies that's got products to launch into the market. But so it's the vision is to grow general aviation in Africa, and to be the general aviation hub 20 in Africa.
I think your company is doing exactly that. It's doing a fantastic job in that regard. Tobias, Annelie, thank you so much for agreeing to talk to us.
All good.
You've really added value to this channel. And thank you for adding value to general aviation and the aviation sector as a whole. Much appreciated.
We can't do this without the exhibitors, so thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity.
All right.